Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village is an upcoming survival horror video game developed and published by Capcom. It will be the 10th major installment in the Resident Evil series, and it's the direct sequel to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The game was announced at the PS5 reveal event in June 2020 and is scheduled for release in 2021 for PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X. The game is set a few years after the events of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. During the reveal, Capcom's Kellen Haney said about the story that Ethan's world suddenly comes crashing down once again when Chris Redfield, an unexpected yet familiar face, makes an appearance, setting off a chain of events that sees a distraught Ethan seeking answers to Chris's shocking actions and ultimately finding him in mysterious village. Events will take place in Europe. Just like Resident Evil 7, the game was developed on the RE engine and will be played from a first-person perspective.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't. Fight when others won't. It's up to you to save Tokyo.
Project TL. Project TL, The Lineage, is an upcoming massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, by NCSoft. It is a part of the Lineage series and a sequel to the first Lineage game. The game was first announced and titled as Lineage Eternal in November 2011, but has suffered numerous delays in its release schedule, with the earliest beta testing planned. The first Korea closed beta would begin on November 30, 2016 and end on December 4, 2016. However, NCSoft has rebooted the game as Project TL, an NCSoft Director Cut private event.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago. Their great cities turned to graves. In their place came new life. It'll get worse and worse. Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore. No secret I won't unlock. No barrier I won't cross. This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
Shadow Warrior 3. Shadow Warrior 3 is an upcoming first-person shooter developed by Flying Wild Hog and published by Developer Digital. As the sequel to Shadow Warrior 2, which was released in 2016, the game is set to be released for Windows in 2021. Like its predecessors, the game is a first-person shooter and the player assumes control of Lu Wang, the series' protagonist. In the game, Lu Wang has access to a large arsenal of firearms which can be used to defeat enemies. In addition, he also wields a katana which is limited to close quarters combat. At close range, players can also execute an enemy. They can also use the environment to their advantage. As the player progresses in the game, they would receive new weapons and gadgets which aid combat, all of which would be unlocked by the time the player reaches the midpoint of the campaign. The game features more linear levels and more streamlined upgrade system when compared with Shadow Warrior 2, though it introduced new movement options for Lu Wang, such as giving him the option to wall run, double jump, air dash, and utilize a grappling hook to quickly traverse between platforms and vertical surfaces.
Who wants a frozen margarita? Kumo, brother.
Babylon's Fall. After Titanfall, Godfall, and many more, Babylon's Fall is the latest video game franchise which was released as a collaboration between RPG maestros Square Enix and action specialist Platinum Games. Babylon's Fall looks to be a healthy mix of Devil May Cry's frenetic action and a Dark Souls-esque fantasy setting. It is expected to be released on PS4, PC, and possibly PS5. Little is known about the game outside of the trailer, which showed a knight fighting several much larger knights with floating oversized swords. Platinum Games are known for their action chops, and this release looks to be no different, with fluid frenetic swordplay against literally larger than life enemies.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear.
Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.